Hafak Radio.
Hafak Radio. You're listening to Hafak Radio.
The latest hits, oldest, greatest memories, latest gist, news, sports, information, all on Hafak Radio. Who plays the biggest sound? We do. We are Hafak Radio, 247 around the world, non-stop. This is Hafak Radio, the radio for the society.
Hey Jana strivers, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Trust we're all doing great. This is your number one online radio for the society, Hafak Online Radio, and I welcome you all to your favorite online talk show, Muslimah's World with Beebah. And I am your humble host, Beebah. Alhamdulillah, on this beautiful edition, I've got something really beautiful for us all. You all know we are all responsible for how we set out our day towards the route of success. You know, as Muslims, our daily salah determines the rhythm of the entire day. And definitely, our constant askars keeps the rhythm intact. Imagine after Salatul Fajr, you say your daily askar with Suratul Yasin inclusive. Yes, try reciting Suratul Yasin after Salatul Fajr. Then after Maghrib, try reciting Suratul Waqiyah. Then try to recite Suratul Mulk and Suratul Sajda after every Salatul Isha. Subhanallah. And see how your life progresses, inshallah. So please, let's endeavor to put this into practice daily, because its significance is so much beneficial. Maybe some other days I will talk about the virtues of these surahs, inshallah. May Almighty Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make it easy for every one of us. Ameen thumma ameen. As Muslims, we are guarded with certain rules of etiquette and ethical code involving every aspect of life. And definitely as Muslims, our morals are very much important, as well as our manners. Every of our actions as Muslims actually requires courtesy, and that actually brings about the topic for this edition, which is basic etiquette in Islam, known as adab. Adab is referred to as good manners, courtesy, respect, and appropriateness, covering several acts such as entering or exiting a washroom, posture when sitting and cleansing oneself, eating and drinking, sleeping, traveling, visiting, clothing, masjid, the noble Quran, and so much more. Islamic adab is concerned with all aspects of an individual's life. In cases when some of us don't even know it isn't right for us to eat or drink anything with our left hands. Also, some of us don't even know what to say when we sneeze, or what to say to the next person when they sneeze. Some of us are actually fond of the habit of opening our mouth, either in public or private, to yawn without covering it up. Neither do we even know what to say afterwards. Subhanallah. There are several acts which we might feel are little, but actually are not, that requires manners and ethical codes which we are not aware of. The likes of when we sleep, the manner at which we sleep, eat, and also approaching people in gatherings or whatsoever, and also when reciting the Quran too. It's very necessary for us to be aware of the etiquette guarding these activities. Do you really want to know them? MashaAllah, that would be trapped out to you all after the break, bi'idhnillah. Please just stay logged onto your devices. We'll be with you shortly.
Are you struggling with hypertension, diabetes, high cholesterol, arthritis, prostate, hepatitis, impotence, and infertility? If you are, then here is great news. This stores an online sales and distribution store brings to you Maxcel GBT. Maxcel GBT is an immune-boosting and wellness supplement and helps in supporting cellular functions. Maxcel GBT is manufactured by Max International. Hurry now to these online stores and purchase your Maxcel GBT today. Reach out to Z's online store on Instagram at ZEES_online stores or call 080-2125-2888. Pickup and nationwide delivery is available. Remember, a healthy being is an active being.
This advert is powered by Hafak Online Radio.
MashaAllah, welcome back on board. It's still definitely Hafak Online Radio. And of course, you're listening to Muslimah's World with Beebah. Your host, which I am, still remains a humble self, Beebah. Inshallah, today I'll be filling our knowledge banks with etiquettes regarding the word of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that is adab with the noble Quran, mashallah. The Quran, as we all know, is the word of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala revealed to Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. The teachings of the Quran are the guidelines for the Muslims to lead a blessed and productive life. And it teaches us how to live in peace, respect each other, and follow the righteous path. The most beautiful thing about reciting the noble Quran is it strengthens the relationship between the Muslim and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and also fills his or her heart with security and tranquility. Reciting the Quran is a basic means of remembering Allah, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, "Indeed, in remembrance of Allah do hearts find rest." MashaAllah. So, these are the adab with reciting the Quran. MashaAllah. 1. Strive to be sincere when you learn and recite the Quran. That is, when learning the Quran, sincerity comes first. You should read and learn the Quran for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala alone, and not so that you're known as a reciter or a scholar. 2. Requirement of ritual purity to touch the Quran. Whenever you are in a state of impurity, you should avoid touch or touching the Quran at all. Some of us actually don't know this, especially we the ladies. Our state of purity matters a lot when coming in physical contact with the Quran. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said in Quran 56 verse 79 that none touch it except the purified. One may hold the Quran via a barrier in some required cases, like when acquiring knowledge or teaching the Quran to persons, because in doing so one is not physically touching the Quran. So yes, you can actually touch the Quran via a barrier if it warrants, like, okay, you're actually in an if section or you're teaching the Quran how to someone. It's permissible for you to touch the Quran via a barrier because you're actually not physically contacting the Quran or the Mus'haf. As the menstruating women and those experiencing postnatal bleeding are allowed to recite the Quran, although they are forbidden from touching it. So that is, they are permitted to recite without a Mus'haf, that is the memorized verses and all. It is also permissible to carry the Quran in our pockets, handling with care, but one cannot enter the toilet with it. 3. One should sit in a respectable, honorable manner while reciting the Quran, and also avoiding laughing and talking unnecessarily during recitation of the Quran. 4. It is permissible to recite the Quran while standing, walking, riding, sitting, or lying down, because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said in Quran 3 verse 191 that the ones who remember Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala while standing or sitting or lying on their sides and who reflect on the creation of the heavens and the earth. 5. It is preferable when one reads Quran to face the Qibla and starts with Isti'aza and Basmallah, that is, أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. So that is the use of Isti'aza and Basmallah when reciting the Quran. Then 6. The Quran should be carried with proper care and kept in a safe place. The Quran is a noble book and it supersedes all other books, so it should be handled with utmost care. Its placement should be kept with full care away from children, like little children that are not knowledgeable enough to know its relevance, rather than playing with it and stripping off parts from it. And also avoid placing things on the Quran. Like for some of us, I will nonchalantly place stores on top of the Quran and all of that. We should avoid that. It's actually not good. Then 7. Verses of the Quran should be recited in slow tones, with each word being pronounced clearly. You should beautify your voice while reciting the Quran. It should be recited with tajweed, that is, rules of reciting Quran correctly, and tartil, that is, reciting Quran beautifully and clearly. In this case, sincerely, I'm also a victim here, Whenever we recite Quran, sometimes as if we are being chased. Like, King Farabale. Like, sometimes we are just so eager and in a hurry to actually recite and just fly out of where we are and stuff like that. It's supposed to be recited with ease, like Bismillahirrahmanirrahim, Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. But in our case, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim, Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alamin, Astaghfirullah. Let's calm down. It's supposed to be recited with the tajweed, like the rules regarding the recitation of the Quran, like alphabet for alphabet, where the shadda, the emphasize, what we're supposed to emphasize, we should emphasize on it. We're actually just supposed to stop. These things, we should actually put them into practice. That is how we communicate with the Quran. Not actually rushing. No matter how scar gone, Allah, God should just help us and ease everything for us. So let's please take things with ease. When we recite the Quran, we should recite with ease and beautifully, with the voice God actually blessed us with. Though it is not actually about the voice, like that is what defines Quran. If you actually recite the Quran with a beautiful voice and the tajweed is actually not solid, astaghfirullah, it's as if you are just. But recite with the tajweed, and also the best way at which you can actually recite in a beautiful way. You actually get rewards for that. There's an hadith that says there are 2 acts which are pleasing to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. They are a man whom when he recites the Quran beautifully and correctly, and his neighbor appreciates and wishes to be like him. And also a man whom his deeds is being appreciated by his neighbor and he wishes to be like him. Bidnillah, it's pleasing to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and very much rewarding. So please, Ejo, let's ensure we recite the Quran with ease and beautifully, because definitely you earn rewards for every alphabet of the Quran recited. Yes, that's when Allah Ta'ala said, I'll reward you not for the alif lam mim, no, but for every alif there is a reward, the lam there is a reward, the mim there's a reward. So for each alphabet we pronounce in the Quran, we definitely get our rewards for it. So please, may Allah make it easy for us all. Amin. So number 8, one should perform sajda, that is going on sujood where is required to do so. In the entire Quran, there are about 15 places. Yes, there are 15 places where performing sajda is required in the Quran. So please, let's enable to actually go on sujood when we actually see those signs. And number 9, one should interact with the Quran while reciting. When you come across verses of paradise, mercy, or grace of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, you should hope for these things and pray to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for them. On the other hand, if you come across verses of punishment, run, or hell, you should pray to be saved from them. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protect us all from the punishment of fire. Ameen. 10. One should strive to understand the Quran. You shouldn't just recite the Quran for reciting's sake. You should also reflect and ponder over what you're reciting. A Muslim should open his heart and mind to the verses of the Quran. It is very necessary. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala invites us to think and ponder over the contents of the Quran. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said in Quran 47 verse 24 that, then do they not reflect upon the Quran, or are their locks upon their hearts? May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grant us the hikmah of the Quran. It is very much important. Ameen. Number 11, one should implement and act upon the verses of the Quran in his daily life. Yes, that is putting teachings of the Quran into actions in our daily doings. The likes of spreading the salam, being dutiful to parents, feeding the poor, being kind to people, and so on, actually professes the teachings of the Quran. Rasulullah was like a walking and a living Quran. Number 12, the Quran should be recited regularly. It is disrespected to keep the noble Quran unread for a long period of time. Even if it is a verse daily, then gradually to multiple verses, then half a page, then gradually to a page daily. Inshallah, you'll be rewarded for it. It might not be easy. Yeah, you might seem it's not easy, but if you start up with something, that's how you actually go with it. It even seems it serves as a source of protection for you when you recite constantly. See, irrespective of how much you can recite the Quran, still start from somewhere. You know, some of us will be like,